Today's workout is going to be a full body foundations workout. So it's going to be a little bit slower than our usual full body workouts. We're going to work on connecting our breath to the movement and just really mastering that kind of basic Pilates movement. So you'll see I've got my ankle weights here today. They are optional. Keep them there for when we move into our lower body set if you want them. As I say optional, you will still get a really good workout without them. Okay, so let's get started down on our backs. So just make your way down onto your mat, all the way down here, and we're just going to start with some hip rolls. So just relax those arms down by your side. You're going to start by pressing that lower back down into the mat, into your imprint, and then slowly start peeling all the way up until you reach your shoulder bridge position there. A little squeeze in your glutes, a little bit of ab engagement, and then let's just roll it back down one vertebra at a time, all the way through that spine, through your imprint, and then just slightly release out to your neutral spine here. So that little bit of natural curvature in your lower back. Let's press it down to imprint again. Let's peel up off the mat, squeezing the glutes at the top. Abs are nice and strong. And then let's just roll it back down. So just a nice warm-up movement here for your whole body. So you're waking up that spine with the roll. You're engaging those glutes and core at the top. And then you get that nice articulation all the way back down through your spine, light tilt through your pelvis to release out to neutral there. So let's just go for 3 more of these. Exhaling for the lift. Inhaling to articulate back down. And let's come up again for 2. Good work, team. This is your last one. So all the way up to the top, let's roll it up on that exhale. Let's inhale to roll it back down. And now I just want you to come up to the top of that hip roll and hold. So with the hold there, you need those glutes switched on. Engage the abs to take it out of your lower back. We're just going to take a halfway drop and lift. With that lift, really squeeze the glutes to lift the hips. Inhaling, drop. Exhaling, lift. Inhaling, drop. Exhaling, lift. So a little bit of burn through your hamstrings and into your glutes here. Still using those abs to support the lower back and to stabilize the rest of your body. Just give me one more halfway drop. Lift. And now let's roll it all the way back down through your imprint. Release to neutral. So again, neutral, that little bit of natural curvature in your lower back. You want to maintain that for the next exercise. You're going to draw your arms up above your head. So it's now just a straight lift of the hips up to your bridge position rather than rolling through your spine. So lift your hips, drop your hips. As they drop, we're coming up into our ab prep, lifting head, neck, and shoulders. Arms come down parallel with the mat. Then we lower out of our ab prep as we lift back up into our bridge, lower out of our bridge, up into our ab prep. So just a nice little combo here. Again, full body, bringing that arm length into the movement, head, neck, and shoulders. Still got neutral spine. As you roll it down and lift, you drop through neutral spine and lift. Drop and lift. Drop the hips. Lift the chest. Okay, 3 more full rounds. So we've got that bridge into that ab prep. Up to that bridge. Into your ab prep. 1 more round here, team. Starting to feel nice and warm. We hold this ab prep. So again, head, neck, and shoulders up. Neutral spine here. We're just going to rotate around towards one ankle. Recenter. Over to the other ankle, recenter, reach, recenter, reach, recenter. The breath is exhaling, reach, inhaling, recenter, exhaling to the other side, inhaling through the middle. So just to talk about the breath for a moment, if you lose your breath, just always think about the exhale being for the effort of the movement. So for the reach or the lift or the twist, take your exhale. And then it's an inhale to recenter or release. 2 more each side here, team. Warming up through those obliques. 1 more each side. Through the middle, you can release down. You can drop those arms all the way back down next to you. Okay, so you're going to imprint your spine now. So you're going to press that lower back down into the mat and lift those legs up through tabletop. So you want your knees directly above your hips here. Whenever you have your legs lifted, we're working on that imprinted spine to support the lower back. If you can't quite get full imprint with the mat, that's fine, as long as you're drawing those abs down, zipping your rib cage in to aim for that imprint. That's what we're going for. Okay, so we're going to take alternating toe taps. One toe taps down to the mat, lifts back through tabletop, over to the other side. So the breath for this one, I want you to inhale, tap, exhale, lift. Inhale, tap, exhale, lift. Think about your imprinted spine. So as you tap those toes down, it might want to start lifting up a little bit there. Your goal again is to keep it really pressed down into the mat. Inhaling, tap, exhaling, lift. 2 more each side of these, team. Really good, nice movement for 1 more each side. Okay, so now with that first leg, you're going to scoop it down to a hover up above the mat. Then you're going to lift up towards the ceiling, back to tabletop. So we're just going to work that one side, the same side lengthens, lifts, back through tabletop. Just for 3, just for 2, just for 1, over to the other side. Exhaling out to lengthen, inhaling to lift tabletop. Good, team. Nice, strong core engagement here. 2. For 1 more. Back through tabletop. You can drop those knees down into your chest. Give them a little hug there. Take a light rock side to side on your spine. So we're going to do another exercise with those tabletop legs. So I want you to open up through those hip flexors before we come into it. So just take some nice big circles around with those legs in both directions. And then tabletop again. So find that imprinted spine again. Zipping rib cage in, drawing abs down, drawing spine down. We are going to take double toe taps now. So both toes tap down to the mat, lift back up. So again, as you tap, that lower back might want to start to lift a little bit. Your goal is to keep it pressing down into that imprint spine as you tap and as you lift. Keep everything pressing down. Keep it strong. Just give me 4 more of these. Tap and lift. We go for 3. Nice, team. Getting that ab engagement nice and strong. Give me just 1 more. Tap, lift. And again, you can release those knees into your chest. Take some big circles around with those legs, both directions there. And a couple of big deep breaths. Okay, so we're going to come over onto our side now. So this is an opportunity for you to add those ankle weights if you are using them today. So just pop them around your ankles. If you're not, of course, totally fine. Grab a drink of water while we get these weights on. And then from here, we are coming down onto your forearm. So you've got your elbow beneath your shoulder and your hand directly out in front of that elbow. We've got stacked legs with bent knees. Your feet sit directly beneath your hips here. So quite a tight bend in those knees. Top hand can be up on that top hip or relaxed down in front of you if you'd like a little bit more balance. And from here, we're simply lifting the hips, dropping the hips. Exhaling, lift, inhaling to drop. So core work primarily here, but this is a full body exercise. So that grounded shoulder gets it quite a lot. You'll be feeling that working all the way around that torso, primarily those obliques on the bottom half of your body. And then that grounded leg, we're going to be introducing some top leg work in the progression from this exercise. Full body. Lift, drop with the breath. Exhaling, lift. Inhaling, drop. Good work. That's it, really nice. Here for 3. Lift for 2. And on our last one, we hold. So we want to really try to keep those hips up nice and high here, so those obliques are strong. And then that top leg lifts and lowers. So it's a clam lift and lower, freezing the rest of your body in place. So it's all about that stability, balance, and strength in the rest of your body, just that top leg moving. Keep pressing up out of that grounded leg. Exhaling, lift. Inhaling, lower. Just give me 4. Here for 3. Good work, team. Last 2. Last one, up, down, keep the hips up, and just give me 5 pulses with the hips. For 4, for 3, 2, 1. Release those hips all the way down. Lengthen the legs out, and you can come down off that arm. So you can relax your head the whole way down onto that arm, or you can keep the head up in the palm of your hand, whatever's more comfortable for you. Stacked legs, stacked hips, abs switched on, top hand in front for a little bit of light balance as we just come into our top leg lift there. Exhaling up. Aim for about hip height or a little bit higher. Don't worry about flinging your leg right up into the air. It's all about that nice controlled movement. Exhaling, lift. Inhaling, lower. Engaging outer thigh, outer glute. A little bit of inner thigh and glute max as well. Exhaling up. Feel like I'm pulling that leg down away from your body, so it's as long as you can possibly get it. And then from that lengthened leg, you lift. Nice, team. Keep using that breath. Exhaling up. Inhaling, lower. For 5, progressions to come. For 4, getting nice and warm here, particularly if you've got those ankle weights on. 2, hold. Okay, so from here, you're going to tap that foot down in front, lift up to that leg lift to tap the leg behind. Inhaling, lift. Exhaling, tap. Little rainbow movement here with that leg. Just getting deeper into those muscles in your glute and thighs. Behind. Lift in front. Lift behind. Nice work. Just go for 3. Keep the abs strong, balancing through the rest of your body, so not rocking back and forward too much. Go 2. Nice. 1 more all the way in front. Back behind. Lift and hold. So again, about hip height or slightly higher if you want the challenge. Flex the foot here, so really pressing out through that heel, feeling your calf engage. Little exhales for little pulses. For 6, for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Releasing that leg down. Amazing, team. Sometimes you need a little punch or slap of that glute to wake it back up. And then you're just going to lift yourself up, and we're going to do it all on the other side, starting with that forearm beneath your shoulder here, hand out in front of that elbow, stacked legs, deep bend in those knees, and we're coming straight up into that hip lift. So this is like a modified plank lift, and then we progress to add those clams just to start bringing it into the lower body a little bit more. A little harder the second time. That grounded leg just worked quite hard, and now it's bearing your weight. So if this side is a little harder, that's totally normal. Exhaling up, inhaling lower, push high, control the lower. Just give me 3 here. Use that breath. Last one, hold. Keep the hips up as we take that clam lift and lower. Keep pressing up nice and high out of that grounded leg, out of that grounded arm. We lift and draw down just for 3, just for 2. Nice and high with that clam, lift, lower, keep the legs glued together, pulse the hips up. Just for 3, for 2, for 1, dropping all the way down off that grounded leg. That will be a nice relief there. Okay, so coming down, lengthening those legs out into a stacked position, all the way down onto that bottom arm if that's more comfortable for you. Otherwise, head in the palm of your hand. And we're taking that top leg lift. So we've got stacked hips, stacked legs. You can use that hand down in front of you for a little bit of light balance there. Exhaling up, inhaling lower. So again, about hip height or ever so slightly higher. Just reminding you not to worry about flinging your leg up too high. It's just a really nice controlled movement. Exhaling to lift. Inhaling, controlled lower. That's it. Nice, team. Just give me 3 more like this. Outer glute, outer thigh, inner thigh, glute max. Give me one more, holding at the top of this one. From here, tapping that foot down in front, lift through the middle, tapping behind, lift in front, creating that rainbow movement, lift behind, in front. That's it. So if you've lost the breath, inhaling up, exhaling to tap. For 3, for 2, and give me one more, down in front, back behind, lifting up through the middle, flexed foot, pressing out through that heel, feel your calf activate, little exhales for little pulses. 7, for 6, for 3, for 2, 1, release. Nice team. Punch or slap that glute, waking it back up. And then if you have those weights on your ankles, remove them now. We are going to introduce them back in for our arm set. We're just going to work a little more on our quads and glute max muscle now through a kneeling position. So I'm going to come side on so you get the demo. So from here, kneeling, roll your mat over a couple of times or pop a cushion under your knees if you've got sensitive knees at all. You're going to draw those arms out in front at shoulder height, drop your shoulders down away from your ears. So we're going to come into our hinge. So you keep that long line from shoulders, hips, shoulders, knees through hips up to shoulders. As you hinge back, keep that long line as you come back forward. So just straight back and forward. Not getting bendy through that lower back, so don't come here and don't break at your hips. It's just one nice long line back and forward. Keeping those arms long, spreading those fingers apart to encourage that length as we hinge back and forward. Hinging it back, forward. Give me 3 more like this. We progress the movement as always. It's never just one. We layer on top. 2. Last one, back, forward. You can bring those hands together in front of you. You now come down into a kneeling squat. So you break at the hips, come down to just hovering off your heels, squeeze your glutes to lift. Squat, squeeze to lift. Squat, and squeeze. So the breath, inhaling down, exhaling, squeeze. Just give me 5 more like this. So really getting that quad glute burn now, I hope. Go 3. For 2. Last one. Now we drop and hold. From here, just 5 pulses. Little exhales for your pulses. For 4, for 3, 2, 1. Squeeze to lift all the way up. Amazing. So that's core done, that's lower body done. If you've got those weights and you want to use them as arm weights now, or wrist weights or hand weights, add them back on. If you have hand weights that you want to use for your arm set, grab onto those now. If you don't have anything, you don't need it. You'll still get that really nice arm shoulder strengthening movement without. All right, so we're just going to stay kneeling. If you're more comfortable standing, come up to standing, that's totally fine. From here, arms down by your side. Just take a couple of big shoulder rolls. Round in both directions with some big deep breaths. Okay, drop those shoulders down away from your ears. We're lifting those arms straight up to a lateral hold here. And then we're just coming into some circles. So long arms. Spread those fingers apart, again, to encourage that length in your arms. And then we're taking as big as circles as we can get, really warming up around that shoulder joint. This is full arm movement, mostly shoulders. You will get it biceps and triceps as well. Round and up. Just go 2 in this direction. For 1, hold. Reverse the direction. So I want you to keep those arms moving, keep them lifted. That's the challenge. It's the time under tension here. So as soon as you drop down and come back up, it becomes a little easier again, which is totally fine if you want the easier option today. But if you want the challenge, let's keep those arms lifted and moving. Just go for one more. And hold. And release. Okay, so I want you to scoop the arms up to shoulders, press, back to shoulders, down. So it's a curl, press, and down. Good. Nice work. So bringing those biceps into it a little more here. Here for 5. Use the breath. For 4. Well done, team. Go 3. For 2. Nice work. Last one, we hold at the top. So draw the palms to face forward. From here, we're coming all the way down with those elbows, so it's like a lat pull, and then releasing all the way up. So we pull and we press. We pull and press. Inhaling down, exhaling up. Keep those arms moving. This comes all the way into that upper back, round into those triceps. Let's go 5. Let's go 4. For 3, nice work, team, nearly there. 2. Last one, lifting up, press those hands together, drop them down between your shoulders, lifting all the way up. So triceps, drop, and lift. Inhaling, drop, exhaling up. Good work. Really feeling it in those arms now. Just go 3. Go for 2. Last one. Now drop those arms to about halfway, so aiming to have those hands out at the same height as your elbows. And from here, pulse up and down for 8, for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Draw the arms all the way up. Release them down in front of you, and then all the way out. We can take those weights off our wrists if we've got them on. Pop your hand weights out to the side if you were using them. And then just come to a comfortable seated position for a quick stretch to finish off. Well done, team. The hard work is done. So let's just stretch it out slightly. So comfortable cross-legged position. Let's just stretch that side body, coming over towards one side, drawing that top arm up and over, bringing your gaze up. And then let's just keep it moving side to side. Of course, hold it for a little bit if that feels good. Just take it at your own pace if you want to drop into that stretch and hold. Otherwise, keeping it moving side to side. Just for one more each side. And then coming up through the middle, let's take a butterfly stretch for those inner thighs. So draw the soles of your feet together. Scoop them in nice and close to your hips. Press those elbows down into each knee, and you can just hold it there. Breathing deep. Just for one more breath. And then from that same cross-legged position, let's just release that neck. So drop your head over to one side, grabbing your hand from the same side to give that neck a light pull in that direction. Opposite shoulder, roll it down and away until you feel that length up the side of your neck. Take a big deep breath here. And let's rotate your neck the whole way around to the opposite side. Hand gives it a light pull from that same direction. Rolling that opposite shoulder up and back. Big deep breath. You can release that head back on top of your shoulders. Shoulder roll to finish. And well done, 10, you're all done.